It is ideal conditions for 393 laps, which equals 400 miles on this track that is just over 1 mile around. The story here at the North Carolina Speedway is Jeff
on the front row in the car that Steve Park drove to Victory Lane here in February. Ricky Craven finished 5th here earlier this year. He's also on the front row. It's Casey Atwood hoping to carry over the momentum from last week's great performance in row 2 with Jerry Nadeau, who's got his best ever Rockingham start.
On the inside of row 3, Bobby Hamilton. He was the 97 winner of this race. Dave Blaney on the outside. Felipe Lopez, a new crew chief for him. Dick Trickle, 60 years old, his first start this year on the inside of row 4, alongside Jeff Gordon with 4 wins at this racetrack.
Mark Martin got his first Winston Cup win here back in 1989. He's in row 5 with Tony Stewart. 8 top 10s in the last 9 races. He's hot. Kurt Busch made his Rockingham debut in this race 1 year ago, finished 24th. He's in the 6th row with Ken Schrader, his 34th start here at the Rock.
On the inside of row 7, Joe Nemechek finished 10th here last October, and Michael Waltrip on the outside ran the fewest laps in happy hour yesterday. And on the inside of row 8, Kevin LePage did not qualify for the spring race here, and John Andretti in the 43 car.
9th row, Jimmy Spencer and Sterling Marlin. Spencer's best here at Rockingham, a 4th in 1998. Sterling Marlin finished 8th here in the year's first race back in February. The defending Winston Cup champion, Bobby Labonte, goes from row number. And Mike Wallace finished 2nd at Phoenix last week.
On the inside of row 11 is Dale Earnhardt Jr. Went out of the race on the first lap here in the spring. Kyle Petty, Benny Parsons, you got me?
Yeah, 10-4, Benny, I got you.
All right, Kyle, you've had a lot of success at Rockingham. Is there any magic left with you at Rockingham?
I hope there's some magic somewhere. We've been trying to get the magic back here at Petty Enterprises, but the Sprint Dodge has run pretty good here all week long, and, you know, Buckshot's done good, and hopefully John will be able to do something for everybody at General Mills and the Pop Secret guys today, so hopefully that'll do something for us for Petty Enterprises anyway. We'll try to find a little magic.
Look hard for it, Kyle. Good luck.
Okay, we're going next time by. John.
Kyle Petty going to come from row number 11 today, and look at all the hot shoes at the back of the field. Saw Dale Jarrett come by just a moment ago in the 16th row. Check out row number 19 of this grid.
Ricky Rudd and Jeff Burton. What are you guys doing way back here? There's Johnny Benson, Matt Kenseth. Kenseth has 2 fourth-place finishes in the last couple races.
Got a long way to go to get there, but a lot of folks in the garage this morning thought Matt Kenseth had a great car in final practice. Green, let's go to pit road and get some...
Charlie? Well, Dave, let's give a call to 60-year-young Dick Trickle, who qualified 7th. He said, my goals are simple today. I want to have fun, and I really want to be competitive. And I have a message for Dave Marcus, or the car owner. Set that hook victory today, but he's never led a lap at the Rock. Bill? Well, Matt, get ready to hear a lot about Jeff Gordon, not just...
No laying back for Jeff Gordon today, because after all, with 380-point lead, he can afford to race.
Tires, they wear out fast here. Rudd, Jeff Burton, Dale Jarrett, they're in the 93 laps to make up the 400 miles. Kenny Wallace leads the field to the green. Trouble, turn 1. One car is spun. It's Kyle Petty. He's been selected by Bill Elliott.
I think that's the magic he was looking for.
He turned him around. The 8 car just drove it in there and turned him around.
Well, there's the spotter's idea of what happened. And Kyle's view as he tries to get it fired. Listen to him trying to start it.
Oh, he just got lapped. How frustrating is that? Oh, Kyle, I feel for you, buddy. I really feel for you.
Unfortunately, they really weren't up to speed, or it would have probably collected a lot more cars.
So if Kyle started outside of Dale Jr. in the same row, maybe Kyle thought he was clear of Dale Jr. and... Oh, this would be a good look.
Good shot of Elliott. Yep. Earnhardt Jr. got in the left rear quarter panel of Kyle. Turned him around.
Green flag.
Trickle.
And Bill started 24th. Bill, you got some trouble on the first lap. What happened?
Kyle tried to turn in under the 8 car. The 8 car clipped him. And, you know, Kyle just tried to get down the hill too quick, and when he did, he spun out in front of me. And I tried to wait till the last minute to find out which way he's going to go and just got into the deal.
Well, these guys are going to keep working on the car to see if they can...
But he said he felt...
And that's where he's making up all his time, BP's right up there. Car now in the top 10. Bobby Hamilton currently running. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Mike, that is one terrific job saving that ride.
Car at Rockingham. The orange car is Tony Stewart, and he is by Kenny Wallace, second leader of the Pop Secret Microwave Popcorn 400.
Man, was that easy.
You can see how much less racetrack the 20 car is using than everybody else. The 1 and the 32 slide right up to the wall in turn 3 and 4. But the 20 car is staying a little bit lower, which means he does have a good handling car right now.
Tony Stewart started 10th. He's taken over the lead after Kenny Wallace led the opening 61 circuits of the race. Third different leader of the race. Nemechek with only 3 top 10 finishes this entire season. Jeff Gordon on pit road. Marty.
Boy, have these guys fallen through the field, Alan.
Rusty Wallace right side of
Behind him.
And Kyle Petty and Bill Elliott had met together on turn 1 of the very first lap.
Kyle's out of the race. Bill Elliott has rejoined, but he is 68 laps down in 42nd place. And a new leader.
Bobby Labonte goes down in turn 1 on the inside of Joe. What happened? On lap 5, after a pit stop, Rusty Wallace ran a lap of 25.5 seconds. 25th lap, 26.1. The 50th lap, 26.4. So you see in 50 laps, these cars are slowed down 1 second per lap. And Jeff Gordon, even worse, a 25.8 to 26.6.
But Jeff Burton lost a second and a half.
As they come around to the left side, Jeff Chandler going to work. On the front.
Nothing yet from the starter stand.
But can he get back down to the inside?
Nothing yet. Still under green. Kenny Wallace is in, making his pit stop.
I don't think Carl's going to be able to get down.
Caution. Caution's out. Matt?
And Kenny Wallace is in. They will make a track bar adjustment.
Just about the same time. Oh, boy, he ran over the hose there. And took the whole air gun with him.
Wow, that's an air wrench, Lynn, on the racetrack.
Wow.
But now can make a pit stop.
So Kurt Busch, the only one who not made a pit stop yet, traps most of the field behind him. What a break that is for him.
On the inside, and with those pressure tires, not much Kurt Busch can do except watch him drive by
and try and keep his car off the wall.
Yeah.
Well, after him, let's see. Wow.
Kurt Busch likes that leading, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Standing run for Joe Nemechek, and you have to know Joe Nemechek to understand how focused he is, not only in a race car, but just walking to it before the race. Now keep that in mind. I tell you, a few minutes ago, Joe Nemechek called in, and you could hear the happiness, the excitement in his voice when he talked about how well the car is running. All day long, he has been praising his motor guys, saying he's got tremendous power. They're strong on the long runs. Again, you can't reiterate it enough. The driver's leaving this team. The stop.
They made an air pressure and wedge adjustment. I spoke to Gordon Gibbs, the car chief. He told me that Jerry has not said a lot on the radio, but he has said the car is
the radiator. And that's just steam. There's no water coming out now. Yeah, now we got a fire.
Matt?
There was a fire under the car. You can still see it through the wheel well as they were trying to cool off the 97 car. He came on the radio, so the car is losing power. I think it's out of water. You can see there's still, the fireman is
looking inside. They're going to spray their stuff in there to try to put this fire out, but it was starting to ignite big time under that hood of that 97 car, Benny.
Yeah, I think we heard that once before. Yeah, when he said 230, I didn't think 230 really isn't that bad, but probably what happened is it got to 260 or whatever, pushed the water out. When you push all the water out of the engine, then that temperature gauge starts coming back down because there's no water to measure. So he probably thought, well, we got the tape off. It's
Jeff Gordon could theoretically wrap up the NASCAR Winston Cup title in the race next weekend at Homestead, but he's sure not helping his cause any today. He's running in 26th place. 2 laps down to the race leader. It's been a miserable day for Gordon. And his title rival, Ricky Rudd, 8th place. And 1 lap down.
That's how far that Jeff Gordon's behind Joe Nemechek. Almost 78 seconds.
And the point differential between the two, if the race finishes with them running where they are now, 323. Jeff Gordon, to lock up the title at Homestead, will need to have a 370-point lead or greater at the conclusion of that race next Sunday. So, poor performance today. Probably going to send that one on to Atlanta. Nemechek with only 3 top 10 finishes so far this season. It's been a tough year. At Rockingham in 2 tries this season. Outstanding for them. Johnny Benson running 3rd. Started all the way back in 39th spot. Dale Jarrett, same thing. One of our storylines at the top of the day. Guys starting in the back, finishing in the front. How about Benson and Jarrett? DJ started in 31st.
Joe Nemechek started back in 13th.
Jerry Nadeau going to come up with a top 5 finish. He's running 5th. Looked like that car, the 18 of Bobby Labonte, was going to be a strong contender to win this one. Got up and led 2 times, middle of the race for 33 laps. But in the final laps, the middle section of the race, the handling went away. About 2/3 of the way through, and he fell behind. White flag is up. Final lap for Joe Nemechek.
One more time around.
His 250th NASCAR Winston Cup Series start. Victory number 1 came at Loudon, New Hampshire. September 1999. He was driving for Felix Sabates then. And now, November 2001. It's victory number 2.
Go down there. Yeah.
Joe Nemechek wins at Rockingham.
Never believe. Just got to thank the Lord for a good, safe day, man. Andy, thank you very much.
You're more experienced than he has. He's pretty good at the burnout.
Who's that? His teammate Bobby Hamilton out there to slap hands. Joe Nemechek decided another round of donuts was in order. You see the haze hanging over the front stretch, and he's still trying to get to victory lane. So let's take a look at the results from today's race.
See 9 cars in the lead lap on in a nice spot. Matt Kenseth, the first car, 1 lap down.
Kenny Wallace equaling his career best.
17th position.
Disappointing for Jeff Burton in 18th. Looked like Michael Walton.
Kurt Busch, what a terrific run to finish 39th today. He might have been the only car that had a chance of beating Joe Nemechek there at the end.
He led 45 laps. Todd Bodine made about 4 trips back and forth in and out of the garage. Just an ill-handling race car. Dropped out near the end. Carl Long and Kyle Petty, 2 drivers out as a result of the only 2 caution flags in this race.
Felix Sabates, and today I just had an awesome car. You know, we carrying all these guys. They put it right back together. I got to say, Motor Shop, motor was
drops.
But I don't think he dropped enough. Ricky Rudd needed to do what Nemechek did, win the race, lead the most laps. But he did pick up a lot of points.